Hello, my name is Miriam and welcome to my channel. I am a medium to people, pets, and the paranormal. Every Monday we do a general pick a card reading. Every Tuesday is a specific question for our pick a card. Wednesday is our power animals. Thursday is Zodiac sign specific, and Fridays are channeled message. Today is our general pick a card. So my job is to bring you the intuition that you need to guide you through your day, your life, career, love, all those things. But your job is to find your own daily practice that allows your intuition to come forward. So one day you don't need myself or anyone else to offer guidance. You can actually do it by yourself. Your daily practice consists of yoga, meditation, mantra. All these things together done regularly will open up your own intuition so that you can make choices that come from your gut, that come from this intuitive space, this higher consciousness that takes you outside of the logical and into the subconscious or the intuitive side of you. That's allowing you to see things very different, seeing the third option, not just seeing right, wrong, good, bad, but seeing all angles of a situation. Make sure you subscribe so each week you know when one of our new readings come out, and let's get started. Card 1, card 2, card 3. Card 1, card 2, card 3. You have card 1. It feels like you have presented yourself to the world and the world didn't respond the way you wanted it to. And the world it could be a metaphor, right? It could be your job, it could be family, friends, a loved one, your partner, but you've presented yourself to the world and they didn't respond the way you wanted. But you can't change what you've done and who you are, and you shouldn't. You haven't done anything wrong. Your approach was correct. It just wasn't it wasn't taken as you had hoped. It wasn't heard as you had hoped it would have been. I feel like this was all part of a bigger plan for you. Not that you realized that, but putting yourself out there like this was really important that it was done, and it was really important that you did it in the way you did it. The interesting thing about this is that you didn't do anything wrong, even though you're feeling this sense of rejection, you're feeling this sense of not accepting what you've presented, but you didn't do anything wrong. You did it correctly. You're actually going to be having opportunities start to come in, or you're going to see opportunities come to fruition because of the way you've set this up. So you put yourself out there. People didn't respond the way you had hoped or thought or planned they would, but all isn't lost. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. This was supposed to be played out this way. You didn't make a mistake. You aren't wrong. So it's like, to put it logically, I'll give an example. Like if you created something, a project or a song or something, the way you did it was correct. It's just that the way it was accepted, or the timing of the acceptance of it, isn't ideal, isn't the way that you had hoped. But what you have done is correct, and you have to keep going down that path. The warmth and love that you had hoped you would get, you didn't completely get, but it's going to come. And that warmth and love could be acceptance, approval, recognition, whatever that feels like when I refer to acceptance. That's coming, okay? That's coming. It's just going to take a minute. You have to get past this sort of rejection, and then this almost like this big fallout from it, you know? And again, you put something out there, you did something that you didn't expect to have backlash from or fallout or anything of the sorts. You were just kind of going along doing your thing, and all this other backlash came from it. And again, not totally innocently, but it all happened purposefully. And so for you, it's about staying the course, not veering off. Stay true to what you believe, stay true to what you created, stay true to who you are. Things are going to come around. People are going to come around. Opportunity is going to come around. So just kind of power through where you're at right now, and know that this rejection process, or this kind of head turning, not totally understanding or supporting, was supposed to happen because you're building, I mean, the obvious things, right? What do you get from rejection? You ideally, you build character, you build strength, you build courage, you build confidence. If you manage rejection well, those are the things that come with it. And then that pushes you forward to keep going and to not give up. And that's where you're at with this. It's like you've got the world right now on your shoulders because you've put yourself out there and created this thing. Just hold on to it, you know. Don't give up. Don't let it go. Don't turn your back on it. Just stay the course. Card 2 is the Hangman. We're in limbo. So card 2, we're in limbo. What are we going to do about that? Limbo can be tough because you're waiting for a response. You're waiting for a move to be made. You're waiting for a message to come through that takes you to the next step, to the next level. You're just hanging out waiting, you know, and it may come off as boredom. It may come off as frustration. Where you're headed is the direction's going to change a little bit. Okay, so what you started with is going to shift a little bit. Where you thought you were going to go, what you thought you were going to do is going to change a little bit. Okay, and now you're in this holding pattern. Now that change may come up after this holding pattern releases, or you've already seen this change and that's put you in this holding pattern. Either way, stay in this holding pattern. Don't force your way out. Don't push. Just be still. It's really important because other things are at play that need to kind of set up before you can move forward again. If you move forward before it's the time, it's going to put you in a bad position. So stay in limbo. Stay here. You don't need to move yet. I see some manifestations coming, and I mean that word somewhat likely, meaning you're going to see you're going to start to see which direction you should be going in to pull you out of this limbo in about a month or so. And more logical explanations, more logical choices, more logical paths. You'll start to see things. Everything won't be so up in the air. You'll start to go, okay, I can do this, I can do that. That's going to start to become clear for you in about a month or so. Okay. In the meantime, stay in limbo. And what's interesting is, even though you've been turned upside down, because it's like you were heading down this one path and all of a sudden something cut you off and made you go a different direction, and it's got you a little twisted, a little upside down feeling, a little like disoriented, you know, like you thought, I thought I knew where I was going and I thought I knew what I was doing, and then all of a sudden, bam, something just kind of flips me around and says, no, you're not doing any of that. We're actually going to do this. Take this was definitely a divine intervention to make sure that you continue down the path that you had said you wanted to go down and originally decided to go down. So try to let any frustrations go around this. Try to not sit and ask, why did this happen? Why? No, this limbo, this kind of upside down feeling is exactly where you're supposed to be. Like I said, we're going to start to see some movement from it. We're going to see some grounded, logical clarity. You know, you're going to have answers. You're going to have direction. That's all going to transpire in about a month. Just hang in there. Card 3, this is really all about materialism, and not necessarily in a bad way. I'm seeing you coming into money. I'm seeing you or taking a job, or being promoted, stepping into an opportunity that generates a lot more money. So with this opportunity, there's going to be, though, some people that are not going to be happy about it, okay? This money that's coming in may have some things attached to it that aren't pleasant. That's okay. You will get through them. The money is okay for you to have. Don't say, I hear people saying silly stuff like it's, you know, like like there's a curse on it or I shouldn't take it. No, the opportunity is there. Take that. But know that there's going to be people affected by it, and they're going to feel like they're affected negatively. They're going to feel that their loss was your gain. I'm not feeling that that was done by you intentionally. And I'm not necessarily feeling that to be true. That feels like a perception from them that isn't really the case. I'm not feeling like you cheated anybody. I'm feeling like you were put in a position to be granted, quote unquote. I say that because I feel some of you might be coming into money where the money's willed to you, or like you've been promoted, just promoted because people liked you and you're good at the job and they liked you. And others may be more qualified, others may have been fighting for it longer, and that's where they're feeling like this was unfair. But you did earn it. I'm not feeling like this money was anything you should feel guilty over or feel bad about, but you should be aware of the people that are feeling affected negatively by it and do your best to support them through it. If you make some conscious choices with this money, you could set yourself up for a long time. If you make some conscious decisions that are about future-based, not about immediate gratification, you will see yourself set up for a very long time in a really positive way. This feels like a really nice opportunity for you. What sucks is that you're surrounded by people that are feeling, like I said, pushed out, rejected, and are blaming you for it. So just be aware of that and be hypersensitive to those around you. Try and be supportive of them. And if you picked card 3 and none of this is resonating, I feel the need to say, if you put yourself out there, you're going to land an opportunity that was very unexpected and very much in your liking. Laziness isn't going to get you there. This is for people who have been out there pounding the pavement, looking, fighting to get to where they want and where they want to go. This is going to be an opportunity that's going to land for you very, very soon.